Hey, good morning, everyone. Shana here. And today's transmission is per request of my really dear friend, Marcy. She's actually we've known each other since elementary school, so we go way back. And yesterday she's asked for some supportive energy. And without going into any personal details about what this is about, and also in order to maintain confidentiality for her, respect her privacy, which I'm always going to hold here. So no matter what you request, obviously, we can keep this completely confidential. So what has been coming here, and yes, it is a personal situation, but what I found, and you might have observed in your lives too, is that often when we resonate with someone, or even in general, there's different themes that we all to an extent have explored in our life, right? And so that can be around all kinds of topics, and obviously always expresses itself individually, because each and every one of us has our individual experience of what is happening. Having said that, there are aspects, and what came here in regards to what she was asking for as a main theme or frequency, I would love to bring through, or I'm going to bring through, was trust. And in a way, I feel this is always a good frequency to tune into. And not only when we find ourselves in seemingly dire situations, and if it's not personal, but maybe a loved one or something, and we're looking at what's going on for them and feeling distress about that, or not, or having our own situations where we're feeling distress, or where it seems like there's no way out, or just really feels devastating in the moment when we're learning about something we weren't aware of before. And what was coming here is trust, in that, can we trust life, or whatever your word is for that, God, source, love, all of that is similar, and whatever feels right for you, or you have the most access to, I ask you to substitute then accordingly. When I speak to life, life, God, force, source, can we trust that life is perfectly unfolding for us always, already, having our best interest at heart, really? Life loves us so much that it doesn't want to hold anything back from us, meaning any experience that could grow us, any experience that could make us stronger, any experience that could help us expand on our path, gain new perspectives, new insights, new realizations about ourselves and about others. And so, trusting, having the trust that whatever or however life is showing up is always for us. When we're coming from that perspective, that whatever is showing up, even if it feels in the moment really devastating or detrimental, or we really can't make any sense out of it, or it seems like your world is going to collapse, or whatever is happening, can you still find that trust that, maybe right now it's difficult to look at, but knowing that there's somewhere a lesson in there for you, that if that wouldn't happen right now, or if that hadn't happened in your past, you wouldn't have been able to learn this particular aspect or this particular thing about yourself. Maybe you're discovering a strength that you didn't know you had before, and you would never have known would that not have happened. You see what I'm saying? So the invitation is to, no matter what life shows you, or how life seemingly seems to show up for you to find that trust and that inner deep knowing that it is always for you. There is no other way. It's nothing else is possible. And when you can come from that perspective, looking, taking that point of view of whatever is coming into my life or whatever is coming into my experience is serving me somehow, even if I don't understand it right now, even if this is beyond my comprehension, even if I have all kinds of beliefs and thoughts around why that shouldn't be happening. Sometimes even people go, in the direction of how can God allow this to happen? How can God be so cruel, to allow that to happen? And that is a distorted image of God or life or love, because that force or that which creates life, the creator, is non-judgmental and is unconditional, which means that force or that creative energy source doesn't have a bad or good thing going on. Everything is possible and everything is allowed, because it is about being able to experience everything and anything that is possible. And that includes what we might experience as dark or bad or negative, as well as the positive. Because in order to be able to recognize itself, in order to be able to know itself, it needs the opposite, right? So if you have no mirror, if you have no reflection, and that is really why and how people or anyone in our life, and even things or situations, how they're serving us in every single split second. They're an instant reflection to what our focus is, to what our perspective on life is. They're mirroring back to us what we're believing about ourselves and our life in this very moment, and have in the recent past, because what we're experiencing now is an effect of what we've been believing up until now. And the only way to shift that is for you to generate a different vibration or frequency state in order to raise beyond what you're giving out and have been giving out up until now, that then is being reflected back to you. So, whatever is coming up their life, any situation is inherently meaningless. Now, taking that in for a moment, meaningless in terms of it's neutral. Like a situation is potentially completely neutral. It's what the meaning you give that situation that creates your reality, right? I had a very simple example, and I'm getting off track, but it feels pertinent. So apparently for someone, this is good to hear right now. Let's say you're in a social context, like you're hosting a party or something, and someone says, wow, it's really hot here. And, if you have a belief running that you're not good enough, you might interpret that as, oh my gosh, I didn't do my job. They're reproaching me. I didn't turn the AC on, or I didn't make them comfortable. I made them uncomfortable. You kind of put, they're just stating they're too hot. For all you know, they might have hot flushes, we don't know, right? I'm just saying, but it's a neutral situation. They're making a comment, but depending on what your beliefs are, if you have a certain belief about yourself, subconscious, most likely running, that you're at fault here, or that you're not good enough or whatever, then you might hear that as a reproach when there's no intention, for all we know, right? So neutral situation, and based on your filters, you're interpreting that as potentially an attack or reproach, just as a side note. So coming back to trust, And that perspective of reflection, life force, source, love, and that is the unconditional love that holds everything, all that is, God, if that works for you, doesn't have any judgment at all about anything. It is unconditionally creating so that everything and anything that is possible can be experienced. And that's why we, if we didn't know, like if we hadn't experienced a bad situation, we wouldn't know what good feels like, right? If there was zero, let's say, missing anything, or like, let's say you miss something, if you have never missed anything, you're not appreciative about having that particular thing or person. Or sometimes people say, you only start appreciating someone when they're not in your life anymore, right? So that's like the other way around. Like when they're out of your life, then you kind of clue in, oh, I might have taken them for granted, right? So that's another side effect of that. But again, coming back to the main theme, that what it is about, particularly today, and the invitation for you to remind yourselves as often as you can, really to trust in life that whatever is unfolding, however it is unfolding for you, no matter how it might feel in the moment, it is always for you and for everyone involved. Okay. I'm also going to post my frequency image, trust, after this recording in the comment section, if you don't have that yet, if you don't have my card deck. So for you to enjoy that too. But those frequencies right now are primarily around this subject. So enjoy. I'm going to take a moment to tune into that. Keran eja asan. Kera asonosha. Kera kera amma. Kera seana. Sheram ze ennoshama. Kera anna. Kera amma eyana. Je eso. Je ara annama. Kera si anojama aha. Kera asana eyana. Je esano. Shama. Shiano. Jera anno. Gyaram. Jesu ashama. Shio jaram zina hamma. Yesh aso. Sheram. Gyaras jaram ena. Ge anno sho. Sharaso. Jiamma. Korohanoma. Ara. Zejam. Ge ano ah. Sono gar anna asma. Yaram. Kera an geash asano. Jera yaha ara anna. Kara asan. Sharam. Jes eyaham. Garana kam. Enya. Zeram. ano. Shiamaso. Ijeram. Kerasiana. Shirama. Keram. Sa. Thank you.